Okay, I think we're ready to go. Hopefully you can hear me today, unlike yesterday when I went live and my mic was muted and nobody could hear me, and that was all fun and games and whatever. We're here, it's Sunday. Hi, how are you? Welcome, Mobius Tempest. Welcome, Lord Portico. Welcome, I am Puddleglum. Um, welcome to the Rogues Gallery. I'm Rogan, as you all well know. Today is Sunday, which means that it is a space Sunday, and we are going to be playing Mass Effect, because it's a good game, and that's what we do on Sundays. But yeah, Sunday Space Day. Hi, Raining Rue. Sundays are for space. Reports board showing green and are ready to launch. Well, speaking of launch, how about I launch some emotes, and you all can see if you see anything new in there. Because I added a couple of new ones yesterday, just before stream started. The burbs are ones that I got from Birdism. They were selling them on Etsy, and they were free for use on Twitch as long as I don't resell them. And I wanted some burb emotes, so that's where they came from. But also, Birdism started streaming recently and got affiliate like a week and a half ago, and so I'm gonna just give a little shout out to them, because you should definitely give a follow over to Birdism. They've been playing some games and doing some art streams, and they're an awesome individual, and you should definitely check them out. But yeah, that is where Cody the Lovebird, with the rainbow, and Scoots and Cody with the little hearts. That's where those came from, is from Birdism. So they're not like custom designed or anything. Anybody can get those if they want them. They're part of a digital sticker pack that Birdism sells on their Etsy. But also, like, they're super cute, and I get to have Cody and Scoots on my emotes. But yeah, the Archival box, Portico, I see that you found that. That was a recommendation that I do something archivesy, since once a week I do an archive stream. So that is a follower emote, which means it's only available for use on this channel. But it's there for anybody that wants to use it just by following the channel. And then I don't remember what slots they're all in. I don't know if the side quests are ones you can take with you to other channels or not. I don't remember what is where. It's a little complicated. Yeah, hopefully you all enjoy them. Oh yeah, I did move save and side quests are both standard subscriber emotes, so you can use them on other channels. But the archives box is follower emote. It only gets I still have some slots open, and I have ideas. I think once I get a good idea for it, I might, and everything's fine emote might be coming. There was a suggestion that I have the Battle Budgie turned into an emote. That was the company name in the Battletech, Battle Budgies. So I may do that and swap out one of the bird emotes that I already have for a Battle Budgies emote. I don't know. We'll see. There's time. I don't have to have all the emote slots filled right away. And at present, I don't have access to animated emotes. Who knows if I'll ever get it. But hopefully you enjoy the ones that I have. Hopefully you enjoy hanging out and watching me play games at my own pace. Surprisingly, much better than I ever did as a kid. So yeah, had my D&D game last night, and we played. So we're playing Frost Maiden, and I have my Himbo, Cleric of Death, and we saved a guide who. His dog found us. We entered a town in the 10 towns, and a dog ran up to us, and it was a sled dog that belonged to this guide. It got our attention and then ran over to a house where we met the guy's husband, who said, oh, the dog wouldn't be here without him unless something was wrong. So we went off to go save his husband. We did save his husband and one of the adventuring party that he had been guiding. And fought some yetis and made it back and leveled up. And yeah. So now my Scourge Aasimar, who, like, that's the one type of Aasimar that never gets wings. I have wings. Because of a feat from Fizban's, that gives me wings. Yes! Lassie told me that told us that somebody fell down the well. Yeah. So I took the feat Gift of the Metallic Dragon from Fizban's, and it gives you basically you can manifest wings as a reaction to shield yourself or somebody who's standing right next to you, and basically boost AC by 2. And my character look, like when they became a teenager and started to like manifest that they were an Aasimar, their skin turned metallic and their hair turned metallic and their eyes turned metallic, and so just the lineage that they have, I basically didn't really define it, but related to like earth and metals and a god of like the forge and whatnot. And so metals, and then this Gift of the Metallic Dragon that gives me wings, it fit perfectly. I was like, yes, this is exactly what I needed. It gives me access to a healing spell that's always prepared that I don't have to prepare as part of my cleric spells, and then gives me those wings. And it was just perfect. It's the Red Bull feat, yes, the Copper Bull. So that was fun, and then tonight, shortly after stream, I have superhero game, so that is, it'll be the second game of 3 for that, and it should be a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun last week, getting to play my hologram character that's basically like Green Lantern, but not, and so yeah, most of have Wednesday I will have an archives stream like normal. It is December 1st, which is World AIDS Day, and I will be having materials related to that. Tomorrow I get to fight the Red Queen, fight the Queen of Hearts in American Mickey's Alice, which I'm assuming is the end of the game, in which case I will definitely be spinning this thing, this wheel, which has stuff on it, and I have all of those games in my possession. I have not looked to see how they will capture, but I do have Evil Dead functional, so if it comes up on the wheel, I will be able to actually play it this time, because I got that functional. The wheel has seen some alterations because the other wheel was a widget on Streamlabs. So this is a widget in Stream Elements, which required me to redo the wheel. And let me tell you, getting my little logo graphic in the center of it was less easy this time, and giving things extra weight required me to just add them multiple times. But it exists. I also had to add the arrow on top because otherwise there was no indicator of what was being selected. Hi, Helgriff Dragon. Another 1,400 masks and you can add a game to the wheel. Yay! Yeah, that is there. Hammer of trademark law related improvements. So yeah, I have obtained Bard's Tale, which I did not have. I've obtained Wildermyth, which I did not have. I've obtained Outer Wilds, which I did not have. And I finally I had to buy a second capture card. I had the internal one that I already installed. I had to buy an external one that is slightly older in order to be able to capture the PS2 so that we could get Evil Dead working, but it is functional. Sound and video both come through, so I should be able to stream it if it pops up on the if it gets selected on the wheel. So that is where that stands currently, and I've been messing with the overlays and stuff. I think it's a little more streamlined. Oh, I don't know. I don't know how long we'll keep them. I keep looking for new and different ones. I may just scrap the overlay altogether and go like super minimal. I don't know. I kind of like having the overlay with the like, but also I don't know that it's necessary. My new side gig is collecting technology so my archived games can remain playable. Kind of, yes. Anyway, I think we should probably hop over to the game screen. Because I could talk forever, but I also want to actually play the game. So I think that is what I should. See how all of everything works. You won't be able to see the game immediately, but go Mass Effect 2: The Search for Kaidan. Let me go ahead and click into this, and hopefully the game capture actually captures the game. We'll see. I was not on the game menu. A different executable file, and it doesn't actually grab where I was to get the background sound. But now that the game is launching, hopefully it will show up for you shortly. Huzzah! I think you all can see the game. Hopefully that is indeed the case. Do let me know if that is... Okay, confirms that the game is a go. Okay. Here we are with our 80s action hero Shepard. And hopefully everything is good. I don't know what we're doing. Special ingredients requires us to go to the Citadel. 80s action hero Shepard is the best Shepard. Yes, I agree. Overlord was the super significant DLC that I was told takes a long time but is worth doing, but maybe not immediately. Firewalker. Is that what we're currently? Travel to Zayona. Elista Ismar Frontier. Search for the Hammerhead prototype vehicle and any signs of Doctors Casey and Aloy. Yeah, I think we're doing Firewalker. I know we're side questing. Let's take a look at the map. I think we were exploring the system. Side questa! Volturno, Vecchio, Lapini, Aquila. I think we just finished with Volturno. Let's explore and find out. Okay, yeah, we did Lapini and Vecchio and Volturno. We were exploring this system. We currently have no probes. Let's buy some probes. Because we're in space, and we're in a spacecraft, which means we have to probe things. It's a requirement. Metaponto. a hydrogen-helium gas giant, Metaponto has developed a helium-3 fueling station. Funded by Elcor business interests who hope to bring enough attention to the system to attract terraforming investors, and thus eventually develop Volturno as a habitable world. Thus far, they have met with little success. Orbital distance 4.2 AU, orbital period 8.6 Earth year, radius 70,520 kilometers, day length 12.1 Earth hours. Probe everything! Also, are probes single use? Yes. So the probes are, if I come in here and I start scanning, and Metaponto's resources are poor, so we aren't going to get much here, but and launch a probe.
Probe away.
I now have 29 probes. So yeah, they are single use, they are resource gathering items.
Probe launched.
They cost money, and they get us resources, and the resources are for increasing our stuff. All the improvements that we build cost these resources. I don't know. I mean, I think we're just probing the local wildlife.
Launching probe.
They probably know that all aliens go out and probe things on planets, right? Isn't that what aliens are known for doing?
Probe away.
Come on. Decent enough spike.
Launching probe.
Told them it's how we say hello. Alright, I think we're done with this. Alright, Metaponto. Next up is a planet named Unexplored. Polino or Pollino? I'm uncertain whether this would be Pollino or Polino. I'm going with Pollino. A relatively small hydrogen-helium gas giant, Pollino remains undeveloped, while its sister planet Metaponto garners all the attention. This was not always the case. In 2180, news stories seeded throughout the extranet claimed that Element Zero was being found on Pollino's moons in record loads. This turned out to be a scam spread by the Dunawarachum Consortium. Wow, that's a mouthful. Dunawarachum Consortium, an Elcor corporation trying to scare up investors. After a small fleet of space probes scouted the area, the hype quickly deflated, and the myth only persists now in unwanted extranet email messages. Damn. Orbital distance 8.0 AU, orbital period 22.7 Earth years, radius 37,052 kilometers, day length 16.5 Earth hours. Start scanner. What do we have? Come on! Big money, no whammies. Come on! Stop!
Probe launched.
These planets are very resource poor, as evidenced by scanner results.
Probe launched.
Poor. I'm still gonna strip them for everything they're worth. I wonder how that worked. Terrible deception. These moons have EZO in large quantities.
Probe away.
Spike. I mean, I would very much like it if we found a massive deposit of EZO, but I don't think we're going
Launching
to.
probe.
So far, it seems like platinum has been the resource most available.
Launching probe.
Alright, I think we're done with Pollino. On the next thing is, does that mean we've Yep. 100% in Aquila. Head to the Fuel Depot. Oh. Pop up our probes. Alright, we have Faia, where we can help Saeed. We have Elista, where Firewalker happens. Are there any other exits from this system? I don't believe there are. Check. It doesn't cost me any fuel to fly around within the system, apparently. Mining it for everything it's worth is definitely my approach to the mountains in Valheim. The landscape looks not the same after I'm done mining out all the silver. Yeah. That's what private servers are for in Valheim. You mine it all there, and then you take it elsewhere. Alright, I think we're gonna do Firewalker first, and then we may help Zaid. I don't like Zaid. I wish he would die. But it's a mission. And we have to go to Faia at some point, otherwise that 0% will remain. But we're a third of the way done with the Ismar frontier. Elista. No! Enter system. Thank you. Let's start at the outside of the system and work our way in. A very pretty blue planet. Galile. What looks familiar? I don't know, but okay. Galile. Galile is a common ammonia methane ice giant with 23 moons. It has no particularly distinctive features. Orbital distance 3.1 AU, orbital period 6.1 Earth years, radius 28,684 kilometers, day length 8.6 Earth hours. Start scanner. Moderate resources detected. A source of platinum has been detected.
Launching probe.
Probe launched. So I'm playing the Legendary Edition. I finished Mass Effect 1 and moved on to Mass Effect 2. And we'll continue on to Mass Effect 3. And then we could potentially play Andromeda on stream. I've played Andromeda before, but I wouldn't mind playing Andromeda on stream. And I guess by the time I would finish with Andromeda, they may be coming out with Mass Effect 5. I don't know their timetable for it yet, though. But my understanding is it will probably take me a couple of years to get through 1, 2, and 3. And knowing how big Andromeda is, I think by the time I would finish Andromeda, the new one should be out. Okay, a warning about a still extant though minor bug. Alright. Does it mean I have to do something in a specific order, or I guess share?
Probe away.
I think we're done with the poor resources on this planet. Goodbye, Melile. It was lovely knowing you. Try not to have more than 500,000 of any resource at the end of Mass Effect 2. But at the same time, try to have at least 100,000 of each. Okay. I will attempt to make that so. It can screw up the war asset you get from mineral harvesting at the start of Mass Effect 3. Well, hopefully someone will remind me, because there's no way I'll remember, but it's a good tip. Hisano. Hisano is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant. 200 years ago, an independent Volus prospector found the mangled wreck of a Prothean starship trapped within the trailing Lagrange point. Few artifacts from the wreckage have been recovered. The prospector Lumen Krope was canny enough to keep the Hulk's existence to himself. He sold its location to a Turigan paleontology firm for nearly 1 million credits. Since then, Hisano's Lagrange points, rings, and moons have been combed over by fortune hunters seeking to strike it rich the same way. Thus far, no additional artifacts have been recovered. Orbital distance 1.82 AU. Orbital period 2.7 Earth years. Radius 34,035 kilometers. Day length 13.1 Earth hours. Worst case scenario, you can fly your ship out of fuel and it will burn mineral resources to fix the issue. I did not know that that was possible. But that is a good thing to know. I had wondered what happened if I was to run out of fuel.
Launching probe.
All of these are so resource poor. Grab that platinum. So far, I've barely managed to get any of them above 100,000. So I imagine that will change as the game goes on. But so far, it hasn't been too much of an issue. And I'm still near the beginning of the game.
Launching probe. Probe launched.
Eventually, we will get past all of the incessant probing.
Launching probe.
Really, I can afford to just probe rich class planets. That is good to know because I don't want to spend all of my time probing things. Probing is not the most fun thing here. You may want to restrict yourself in that manner because if you want to buy all the shop upgrades, I need to hoard my credits. Okay, thank you for the tip. Odast. Odast has an abundance of heavy metals and radioactives. It is heavily exploited by mining concerns based on Ilium. 43 years ago, a council specter arrived to investigate reports that the businesses were selling platinum, a strategic metal, to pirate groups in the Terminus system. The results of her investigation were never released, but no deaths were reported. Population 11,640, capital Joris. Orbital distance 0.96 AU. Orbital period 1.1 Earth years. Radius 6,882 kilometers. Day length 28.3 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 1.1 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature 20 Celsius. Surface gravity 1.2 G. Rich! Let us actually get resources from a rich planet.
Probe launched.
I will take all of this platinum. Come on, give me some eat though. I'll take the iridium.
Launching probe.
Okay. Come on. What do we got? Palladium!
Probe launched.
Big money, no whammies, and stop!
Probe launched.
And we're down to good. For any decent spike. But we'll probably stop.
Probe away.
We have 9 probes left, and 1 more planet in this system, which I believe is probably where we're headed. I think I have, yes. Zayona. But first, unexplored. Thelaeus. Thelaeus' cratered surface is ancient. Parts of the highlands have been unchanged for nearly 3 billion years. The layers of mouth malfunction. Resetting. The layers of overlapping craters stand as testament to the violence of the system's creation. Soleus is tidally locked to Illista and has a trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon, with helium occasionally blowing in via solar winds. Orbital distance 0.4 AU, orbital period 0.3 Earth years, radius 3,485 kilometers, day length 0.3 Earth years, atmospheric pressure trace. Surface temperature 138 Celsius, surface gravity 0.32 G. Yeah, I'm fairly certain that we have that one. A lovely source of platinum. And quite nice source of iridium.
Probe launched.
I'm only going for big stuff right now. Come on. Give me something good. Ooh. Platinum or palladium and iridium. Oh, that's a good spike of iridium.
Launching probe.
So far, I haven't been able to refuse any teammate. The only one I actually want is Caden, who is not here for some reason.
Probe launched.
I should grab that.
Probe away.
Alright, it's down to poor. I didn't mean to do that! Ah! That said, before we go to the next place, I should probably look at upgrades. I don't know if I can upgrade from within here, or... This is just reviewing what I already have, right? I have to go elsewhere, actually. Hayden's just hiding.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Do I believe you? Ooh, I do have messages. I have never played this before, Hellgriff Dragon. And I'm trying to avoid spoilers. So the only one I had played previous was Andromeda. And when Legendary Edition came out, I started with Mass Effect, and I'm just now getting into Mass Effect 2. So, an actual message. I know, she didn't lie to me this time. From Alliance Command. Commander, we got the data you sent. If this went public, it could do some serious damage to Cerberus's image. This intel will take years to decode, but just having it is a huge win for the Alliance. Well done, Shep. Good luck on your mission. Anderson, yay! Title, Untitled, from Error, Invalid Sender Name. Hey, Shepard. Heard I have you to thank for getting out of Purgatory. Sent a ship to round me up, but they didn't weapons check good enough. I'm gonna carve your name instead of mine into my next victim as thanks. Got anyone you need dead? You did take a shot at me, though, on my way out, so I have to kill you. You know how it goes. Dad taught me that you let anybody hurt you, they get ideas, so you make sure to send a message. Not like I'm sending now, though. See you around. The people who live here are coming back, and it's showtime. Look around for your name. I'll make sure you find it before I find you. Billy. Am I supposed to know who Billy is? My assistant was clearly selected for her psychology background and not her administrative ability. Yeah, I don't mind, like, tips like, oh, you know, if you don't do this, it'll cause problems later on. Like, what you told me about the resources going from Mass Effect 2 to 3. It's more story spoilers that I'm worried about. I really want to know where Caden is, but I want the game to tell me. I talked to Billy on the station. If I talked to... Yeah, I don't remember. I probably did. That doesn't mean I remember. From Admiral Hackett. Commander Shepard. The Alliance was grateful to receive the information you found at the Normandy's crash site, and we've sent it out to the affected family. By finding those dog tags, you have provided peace of mind for a lot of people, Commander. I thank you on their behalf. He was one of the 2 prisoners with no actual name. Got it. Alright, I want to just look at upgrades. I have all of this mineral wealth. I want to look at upgrades for... Is it on this level? Before I do this mission. It is on this level. Out. Talk to Jake. Wasn't there a terminal to that too? This is me being silly and running around when I know exactly a way to do what I'm trying to do. That's okay. We'll talk to Jake.
Commander, can I help you with something?
Normandy upgrade.
Any thoughts on how to prepare against the collectors?
We've got the best armor available. The rest is outside my expertise, Commander.
I thought
We'll talk later.
Thought I could do them from within the dialogue. Apparently not. Tech lab? Research terminal upgrades. Ah, that's the review one. I want the research terminal. Yes! Found it! Let's see. I have a prototype. Oh, I do not have... I need one more heavy weapon ammo upgrade to unlock it. Ship enhancement. Medbay upgrade. Upgrades the Normandy's medical facilities with an advanced thermal regeneration unit. Using this unit will immediately and completely heal your scars. Further scarring will not occur, regardless of the actions you take. It costs half of the platinum I have, though, so we'll wait on that. Normandy weapon upgrade. The Turian designed Tanix magnetic hydrodynamic cannon. Tanix magnetic hydrodynamic cannon is now installed on the Normandy. This cannon is powerful enough to destroy a collector ship with repeated hits. Sure. I have yet to face any ships in battle, but like that's probably coming. This one requires one more metagel capacity upgrade. That one needs one more damage protection upgrade. That one needs one more tech damage upgrade. Sniper rifle damage, assault rifle damage, submachine gun damage, shotgun damage. Well, in that case, platinum is fairly easy to come by. Medbay upgrade. Facial reconstruction now available in the medbay. Normandy weapon upgrade complete. Medbay, here I come. I don't remember how to get there now. Medbay is on crew quarters, right? Metagel upgrade really best helps a Renegade playthrough going full mostly Paragon. Yeah, I am full mostly Paragon, the medbay, but I have the upgrade, so I'm gonna use it. Like, I know my scars are healing, but I'm gonna use it anyway and just bye-bye scars. Cosmetic surgery scars. That. Permanently heal facial scarring and remove all evidence of cybernetic implants. Yes. My face is whole again! Now I can visit Sweeney Todd without him carving up my face with his razors. Sorry, just whole again. My arm is complete again. Sorry. Ooh, there's a secondary benefit in ME3 for doing so. Cool. Yes, I have to get ready for my Caden date. Sweeney Todd will carve you up, scars or not.
How may I help you, Commander?
Honestly, I just wanted to show you my face.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
I didn't see any options where she was going to comment on my face. Okay. Alright, back to the CIC. We weren't planning to run all around the ship. A K-date! Yes! Okay. Ooh, codex entry. Ew. Ships and vehicles. Panics
Following
cannon.
the Battle of the Citadel, human and Turian volunteers conducted a massive 3-month recovery effort to clear the station's orbit of debris. Secretly, the Turian Office of Technological Reconnaissance volunteers were technology recovery specialists, salvaging the main weapon of the Geth flagship Sovereign and large amounts of its valuable Element Zero core. Contrary
Left
to popular
alone.
belief, Sovereign's main gun was not a directed energy weapon. Rather, its massive Element Zero core powered an electromagnetic field suspending a liquid iron uranium tungsten alloy that shaped into armor-piercing projectiles when fired. The jet of molten metal, accelerated to a fraction of the speed of light, destroys targets by impact force and irresistible heat. Only 11
Irresistible
months after
heat.
the battle,
Isn't that
the
Caden?
Turians produced the Thanix, their own miniaturized version of Sovereign's gun. The Thanix can fire reliably every 15 seconds, rivaling a cruiser's firepower, but mountable on a fighter or frigate.
Oh yeah, Helga, if I knew that much, I haven't done an actual mission since we talked to them. I've literally just been flying around, surveying planets since the last time we finished a mission. So I talked to everybody and then was surveying planets. Which is why I'm like, I don't want to run around and talk to everybody right now. I've already done that. There's nothing new. Yes, I have gone in there as well. I basically go to every room on the ship after every mission. It's just, we gathered so many resources. I wanted to do upgrades before doing this thing on Zeona.
I have detected an anomaly.
Zeona. Zeona has a thin atmosphere of sulfur dioxide and trioxide, created by volcanic outcasting. There are traces of water vapor in the atmosphere, but over the last 5 centuries of observation, particle counts have decreased 4%. While not habitable by any spacefaring species, there is an abundance of native sulfur-devouring bacteria that thrives around the world's many volcanic vents. Interestingly, these bacterium bear genetic similarities to the native life of Ilium, suggesting either a panspermia spread or of microbes via asteroids or accidental contamination of the original environment by careless spacefaring. Orbital distance 0.64 AU, orbital period 0.6 Earth years, radius 4,734 kilometers, day length 49.6 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.55 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 38 Celsius, surface gravity 0.57 G. He's a small boy! I have 3 probes, it's rich, and we have to find the anomaly. Let's scan the anomaly first,
Launching probe.
so I
Scans
don't
have
forget
found
to.
something.
Anomaly detected. Scans have located the Hammerhead exploration vehicle and also show active data storage sites that may contain information as to the whereabouts of Doctors Casey and Oloy. I am scanning. I hope I can do this and then go and land. I want. What do I want? That's not bad. Grab
Probe
that.
launched.
Gotta rebuild that platinum. We'll take the palladium.
Launching probe.
That was the final probe. Let's land on Zeona. Add Gordon. And get. Enough. By 3 points. Garrett. An upgrade. Cool. Weapons and good. Ooh, look at that! That's a really pretty shot! Anakin Skywalker's gonna lose some limbs. Project Firewalker. Search for data. Find any sign of the whereabouts of Doctors Casey and Beloy. But truthfully, is this not the planet from the Star Wars prequels? I don't know the name of it. The planet where Anakin got all burned up and scarified. Mordor is looking lovely.
I don't think
Mufasa?
the ship is safe. We've run into the Geth far too often. I'm going to stay at the next site with Dr. Aloy.
Is that the
I
name
think
of
we'll
the
be safer
planet?
there.
Mustafar. It's Mustafar. Public safety announcement. Public safety announcement. Did I miss something? I must have missed it. I took the them talking as saying that one of them had traveled on elsewhere. Oh no! Hydration! Stretchiness! Posturing! I will do. I will do the things. And actually, before I do the things, I need a quick bio break. Usually don't take one this early, but I do need one. So I'm going to do the bio break, and then I will come back. I will stretch, I will posture, I will beverage. So give me 1 moment. Okay, I am back. I'm going to do the stretchies, because even though I just stood up, I still need to stretch. Also, thank you, Lord Portico, for taking care of me. Often it's my neck that needs stretching the most. It's weird. But I will also hydrate. You should hydrate too. If you haven't been hydrating, hydration is good. Alright. Find any sign of the whereabouts of Doctors Casey and Aloy. Does a mocha count as hydrate? I mean, technically, basically everything we eat hydrates you. We get, so the whole thing about like 8-ounce glasses of water a day is a bit much. Like, that is the recommended amount of hydration, but we get most of our hydration from the food we eat and not from drinking things. So you're probably gonna get some decent hydration from your coffee. You don't really get great hydration from like alcohol, and coffee's not the best. You don't want to drink it all the time because ultimately it's a diuretic and you'll actually end up excreting more of the hydration than you retain. But yes, hydrate so no kidney stones. Alright, we've got a bypass to do. Done. It's your one coffee today. You'll be switching to decaf tea soon. I had a chai before stream, which is why I needed a bio break. You're right, and you should say it. Drinking most regular drinks is fine without piling on extra liters of water as well.
Welcome to the M44 Hammerhead Infantry Fighting Vehicle. This is your onboard VI.
What? Am I flying a ship? Is this a...
Missile system active.
What? Missile system active? Oh, this is... Please tell me I get to keep this thing. Can I flip it? Can I flip it? Oh, yes, oh my gosh! Okay, I may be a little excited about this.
Mission objectives located.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. Also, like, why is this not a pin? I got a pin of the rover from the first game. Why did I not get a pin of this? I love it. I want it.
Would you look at that?
I don't know where the heck I'm supposed to go, but... Also, the map button does nothing at the moment. Oops. I'm totally gonna destroy this thing, aren't I? Up, 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 up! I have to learn...
Obstruction detected.
Destroy debris.
Recommend using conventional weapons to clear path.
I...
Is now clear.
happens! I can shoot with it! Okay. I am quite enamored of this new vehicle. But now that I have it, they're gonna be mean to me, aren't they? They're gonna start making me run into worms that I have to fight. Do I want to go this way? I don't know what's down here. Oh. It's so cool! I didn't realize how much I missed messing about in the rover. I do love that they mark very well where I need to go with this thing. No, no, get in there, get in there! I made it! Oh! Thing is awesome! Time to juke for resources. Also, it's amazing how high up off the ground it can be and not lose its lift. Picturing Shepard laughing evil-like as they drive it and passengers praying to any deity that may be listening. I mean, that would be in keeping with my Shepard, at least. Alright. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. I guess I will go over there. Totally indestructible, but you have to do something like drive into lava or actually get shot. Okay. Nope. Up. I'm gonna totally destroy it. I landed in the lava and I didn't die. I take that as a win. Alright, up we go. And now I have to get up even higher. Go this way. Thing is awesome. Oh, what? Did that actually boost it? It did. Shift. Who knew? I forgot why we were on this planet.
Mission objectives completed.
What? Mission objectives completed? thing is awesome! I love it. It's amazing. Oh, it's basically a tutorial for the ship. I love it. I love it so much. Why did they ever get rid of giving you a wonderful hovercraft like this? Like, the Mako in the first game was neat. And that's essentially what you end up with in Andromeda, is another thing kind of like the Mako. Why did they ever get rid of this, though? This is amazing! Okay. Now I have to find Caden. I have to show him my new toy! See it in the garage, hangar bay on the Normandy. Mission complete. Found wreckage of freighter MSV Rosalie. M44 Hammerhead acquired. Recovered research data. Experience gained 125. Cerberus funding 7,500. Credits found 7,500. Total credits earned 15,000. That was awesome!
How is our newest Turian crew member doing? His injuries looked painful.
He's a soldier. It'll take a lot more than that to keep him down.
There's something about him. I just want to hold him close and whisper, "It will be all right."
What? What? I just want to hold him close and whisper it will be all right? I don't want to discourage it, but I also don't want to, like... Garrus, I know the effect I have on some ladies. Who's got the red staplers? Sorry, you are into aliens? Sounds kind of judgy. I don't want to do that. Leave him alone. I think I'm gonna go with he'll be fine.
Garrus doesn't need anyone to hold.
True. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
I mean, that's okay. He doesn't need anybody to hold him. That doesn't mean you shouldn't do it.
Is there anything I should do?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Anything else, Commander?
I'm not sure I believe you. You
have
lied
a
to me
moment's
about
time.
that before.
I always have time for you, Commander.
I don't like the way you said that. There's nothing new there.
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
She seemed
Commander, you
disappointed.
received a new message at your private terminal.
I believe her ever when she says that, but we do have one. Prototype recovered. From Project Firewalker. Good work on recovering the Hammerhead in one piece, Commander. It will prove useful. Also, the data you recovered from the MSV Rosalie's emergency beacon contains significant intel on a few planets that Dr. Casey and Dr. Oloy investigated. EDI has added the locations to your galaxy map. We hope that one of them leads you to the Prothean site. Despite Dr. Casey's obvious instability, he's proven to be a brilliant and dedicated scientist. If you salvage more of his logs or journals, it would greatly help our efforts. We still don't know how the Geth are tracking Dr. Casey, so be careful. Okay. Let's go talk to everyone. Let's go talk to everyone.
How you gonna spend your next furlough?
You really think we'll have another shore leave?
Of course. Shepard's forming the best team this galaxy has ever seen. We're gonna kick some ass.
I'm sure you're right, Matthews.
Beware of shore leave, people. Shore leave is the most dangerous part of any space trip. We've learned that from the Field of Tomorrow and Clear Skies.
Commander,
I assume everything is going well up here?
this thing wants to fire me over a joke. Okay, I said I'd flash the AI core, but I was kidding. And we'd only lose a few systems. Nosy ones.
To clarify, human resources adjustments are not actually under my authority.
Then why? Why are you always picking on me?
My replies were intended to provoke, though not to cause distress. Your reactions are atypical of most humans. You are interesting.
Sorry, we probably covered this before. Is Edie voiced by Trisha Helfer?
Edie, were you intentionally egging him on? What part of your programming covers that?
Nothing in the restrictions imposed upon me forbids active observation techniques. Mr. Moreau's performance actually improved under duress.
I never figured becoming overlords would be so annoying. I'm done.
I love Joker. Joker and Edie are a great pair.
I assume everything is going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
They're hilarious. Why am I looking to the left? She is voiced by Trisha Helfer. I thought it sounded like Trisha Helfer. I couldn't remember if we had specifically discussed or not.
Commander, can I help you with something?
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Already? I'm not big on forcing these talks, Shepard. Let's do this later.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
Yeah, no, she's been, like, her career is very much voicing computers. Which I think, I'm not sure when it started, whether it was with this or with BSG. There was something that I saw her in that was, she was not a computer. I actually thought she did a really good job. What is it though? Brain, on Brain. Tell me the thing, Brain. Brain. I'm checking my phone because it's going to tell me. Hang on one second. I've not seen Lucifer. The thing that I'm thinking of was it was a sci-fi TV pilot that they ended up turning into a miniseries, Ascension. So it was a pilot for a TV show that never got picked up, and they ended up just turning it into a 3-part miniseries, and it's really good. I wish they had made a series out of it, and she is in it and is very, very good in it. So I can't really describe it without giving too much away, but basically they're in, there is a group of people who launched in like 1963. They were top scientists from the US, I think just the US, who launched on a space flight in 1963 to go and colonize another world. And so it's a very like 1960s-esque like look and feel to the show. But I can't really say any more than that because it would give it away, and I don't want to give the spoilers. But it is worth a watch. It's 3 episodes and totally worth a watch.
Have you got a minute to talk?
Not at the moment. Think I've unlocked collector interest in humans. Wait, no. Only 1 heart. Crow can have 2. Scratch that. Anything else?
What?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Not at the moment. Think I've unlocked collector interest in humans. Wait, no. Only 1 heart. Crow can have 2. Scratch that. Anything else?
I'll let you work.
We'll be here if you need me.
think I've unlocked any of these, because I didn't get anything in the last mission. Last mission was a fairly minimal one. Did I miss a turn? Oh, just the briefing room. There's nobody in the briefing room. I spend a lot of time running around the ship.
No messages for you, Commander.
Okay. Oh, you're creepy, right? I still have no fish. This is apparently a botany aquarium. I just want to sit in the chair for a moment and or lay down in the bed. A good musical selection.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the commanding officer's quarters.
It's larger than the quarters of other warships I've served on.
This is a Cerberus vessel, not an Alliance warship. Accommodations have been made for personal taste. That said, this space is directly under the exterior pressure hull. The fitting yard workers called it the loft.
It's one of the first places that's gonna get destroyed if we come under fire, is how I read that. Alright. Food deck. Men's restroom? Nobody's in the men's room. There's never anybody in the restrooms, but I always enter both of them.
Shepard, the men's restroom is on the port side of the ship.
Apparently they are sitting in silence. Think of it as incentive to get out of bed in case of attack. Yeah, I guess that would make sense. It is incentive. Dr. Chakwas,
How may I help you, Commander?
have a drink.
There's a very good chance this mission will be a one-way trip. Are you prepared for that?
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi, the Skillian Blitz. We survived the Battle of the Citadel and the destruction of the Normandy together. I've lived a full life. No regrets. I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
I like her a lot. She's awesome.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
I'm really glad that she's still here. She's
Access to the AI core
spectacular.
is restricted.
Faces on the doors? The two white lines are the eyes, and there's a curve. Yeah. So they've got the cheek lines are the two diagonal whites, and then there's a black line for the mouth. Yeah, it's a smiley face door. I don't like you, Miranda. Talk to me.
What can I do for you?
You have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot to do, Shepard. Maybe another time.
I'll let you work.
Of course, Commander.
I didn't want to talk to you anyway, because you're not nice. I don't like you. Although you are a damn sight better than Zaid.
can I help you, Commander?
Do you have everything you need?
If you happen to find any of those supplies on the list I gave you, it
Defense
would
robot.
be much appreciated. Otherwise, I'm
cheerleader.
doing fine.
I won't take any more of your time.
I
Back
just...
to work.
She rubbed me the wrong way at the beginning, and she's not endeared herself to me since. So... Hello, Garrus.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
I need to
Can
tell you
wait
about
for a
an
bit.
admirer
I'm
that you
doing
have
some
up on the CIC
calibrations.
deck. They really want to cuddle you. Thought you would want to.
What can you tell me about the Normandy's armaments?
The weapons upgrades have gone in beautifully. This thing packs a hell of a punch. It just might give us a chance against the collectors.
My yeoman wants to know you better. Yeah.
Talk to you later, Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
And I would prefer that my yeoman get to know you better so that she doesn't try to get to know me better. Workplace flirtation facilitation from HR. I don't know that Cerberus cares. Engineering deck. Alright. Vault. Go down and eat this Jack person again, who we did put clothes on because my gosh, they needed some clothes.
Hey,
Tell me about you, Jack. What are you up to?
still checking out your ship. Wouldn't mind putting her through her paces when you're not around.
When I'm not around?
I doubt Joker would appreciate that. At least not while we're working.
Relax. Joyriding doesn't have the thrill it used to. Besides, if I wanted it, I'd take it.
That's so.
I've been around. Ran with gangs, wiped out some gangs, joined a cult. Kept the haircut. I learned how to survive and not be a victim.
Okay.
It's hard to imagine you in a cult. That usually involves a lot of rules.
I was looking for answers. Drugs and sex and going to a better place. A better place, right. It was all about money. They wanted to take a colony, shake the suckers down to fund their spread, and
Those
guess
cults.
who was their ace in the hole? They were just like the rest. Didn't give one shit about me.
What did you do when you found out?
What do you think?
Okay.
You must have met some good people, too.
Everybody wants something, and because of that, everything is fair game. Murder, assault, kidnapping, drugs, stealing, arson. Done it all. And that's the boring shit. Piracy, theft of military craft, destruction of a space station, and vandalism. That was a good one.
She's very nihilistic.
Do you ever wonder if you could have done things differently?
No.
Shouldn't you?
There's no reason I should be alive, but I am. You know why? Instinct. It's worked for me so far, and I'm not gonna change.
It's gonna fail you.
Let's drop it, okay? Get back to whatever it is you think we can do.
Still like her for redacted reasons. So far, like that, unlike Miranda, like Miranda, the conversations I've had with her did nothing to make me like her more. Jack came off really badly. I did not care for Jack at all initially. That conversation helped. Like, I liked
Hey.
Jack more.
What do you think of our mission?
I don't care. I'm out to survive it, then cut loose.
I should go.
I mean, it also helps that I am quite a nihilistic person often. So the attitude of I don't care, I'm in it to survive it and then get out. That seems very good. It's very pragmatic.
Put some crazy
tech into the main guns has almost doubled their power draw.
They seem pretty wicked.
Indeed. Don't worry. A few tweaks to the forward capacitors, and the balance is back in line.
And I've had many jobs personally where, at least neither of them are Ashley. I've had, in fact, most of my jobs have been I'm in it to survive it and then get out. Like, I'm in it for the paycheck and until I can get a better job.
What can we do for you, Commander?
You can just keep talking in that lovely accent of yours. But I have nothing to talk to you about, really, because I've said it all before. Don't want to talk to you, Saeed. Unless I get to throw you out of the airlock this time. Yes. Fitzsimmons are awesome. And I don't know what their actual names are. They are Fitzsimmons. I don't like you, Saeed.
Back for more. I knew this girl once, Asari. Good head on her shoulders. We had this whole thing going until she sold me out to the blood pack. Put a sour note on the relationship. Doesn't matter who you are. You got a gun in your face, chances are good you'll do what the other man says. Only two types don't buckle at that point. Trained killers and psychopaths. A lot of people can't tell the difference.
A lot of times there isn't one.
I should let you go. Talk more later, Shepard.
Can you please come over here and help me with the garbage compactor? I really think it could benefit from your close inspection. Oh god, I hate him. I hate that his is going to be the first companion mission we do because it is in this system. Moment. Seriously, Twitch? One moment. I had a random direct message, like a whisper on Twitch that I glanced over and I was like, what is that? And it was a whisper from a bot. You know how they used to pop into chat and say, want to be famous? Go to bigfollows.com. This was that exact same thing, but as a whisper instead of in chat. So I was reporting and blocking. That's the first time I've seen it as a whisper instead of as just spam in chat. And the bots, like my bots, Moobot, will grab that and nuke it immediately if it pops into chat. But the bot does nothing against a whisper. So then I'm sitting here with a whisper waiting for me to acknowledge it and do something with it. Arrgh. Sorry. Then we had a new codex entry. The Hammerhead! The M44 Hammerhead infantry fighting vehicle is a highly maneuverable, Mass Effect-assisted armored vehicle. Using 3 solid-fuel rocket thrusters, Instead of wheels, the Hammerhead hovers over the battlefield at up to 120 kilometers per hour, allowing it to maintain formation with swift armored units, skim across calm water, and even leap terrain obstacles. Backup microboosters guarantee locomotion, though even destruction of two main thrusters leaves the vehicle capable of full mobility. The Hammerhead retains most features of interplanetary fighting vehicles, an airtight interior, 360-degree kinetic barriers, and a guided missile system ensuring accuracy during even aggressive maneuvering. Its electronic countermeasures extend to laser detection, chaff, active thermal masking, and ground-penetrating, weapons-sniffing radar. The Hammerhead's navigation control emulates that of tanks, though tank drivers can operate Hammerheads without additional training. Factory-issue Hammerheads therefore have no altimeter or similar sensor, and are best used at the standard cruising altitude 2 meters off the ground. Yes, frying pan to spammers. They used to do whispers more. Okay, I didn't know that. That was a new one on me. And really annoying. Oh, wow. We got 3 new Project Firewalker things. New. Project Firewalker Geth Incursion. Travel to Latesh, Chomos System Phoenix Massing, and recover the data collected by the probes on the planet's surface. We got new side quests! Data shows that Dr. Casey has stopped on planet Korang to run tests on artifacts found on the planet's surface. Recovering the data he collected could lead Cerberus to discover Dr. Casey's last known location. Land on planet Korang, Bear, Hawking Ada, and search for Dr. Casey's survey sites. Project Firewalker, Volcano Station. Data taken from Ziona reveals that Dr. Casey established a research station deep inside an active volcano on the planet Karumto. Dr. Casey believed that the volcano hides an extensive Prothean ruin. Whether his hunch was true or not, the station could contain data that will lead to Dr. Casey's whereabouts. Caution is advised. Travel to Karumto, Yakawa, Hailston Rift, and search for the research station that Dr. Casey established inside an active volcano. Neat. But we are in the system. No cup holders. 2 of 5. Wood redesign. Do I go for this Zaid mission since we're near it? Probably. Alright. Galaxy map time. Actually, save the game time. Get it over and done with. And then, yeah, if I finish up with Zaid, then I never have to him ever again. Alright, I think we're done in Alista for now. Bahia is the place to go next, but I have enough fuel to get there and then back to Aquila. I feel like I go back to Aquila, refuel, and then go to Bahia.
Only half our fuel remains.
Plus, I don't have any probes. Bye, probes. I really wish I had better fuel economy. I can only have 1,000 units, and I feel like I want more. Alright. We'll go to Faia, mostly to survey Faia, and not necessarily to help Zaid. Enter. It is the 5th anniversary of West Side Story, and so theaters near will be live broadcasting a performance. Well, it's a recording. It's one of those Fathom event things. Apparently starting in like 15 minutes. Not saying you should leave and go do that, but it just, my calendar popped up because it was on my calendar. Ooh, look at that! It's so pretty! I want! Gimme, gimme, gimme! Sorry, I just print screened it because it's really pretty and I like it. Hito. While the ice mines of Viantel make a great deal of profit from ships passing through Faia's mass relay, the real money is made at Hito. As the only gas giant in the Faia gateway system, Hito is heavily developed by rival helium-3 mining concerns. The world has 3 major and 26 minor moons, each of which is claimed by a different company. Those based on moons deeper into the gravity well tend to specialize on helium-3 extraction and refining, while those on the farther moons specialize in refueling services and shipment. The local economy is driven by black marketeering, backroom deals, and cutthroat business. Each company attempts to sabotage its rivals' facilities while protecting their own moon. This has led to open corporate warfare 3 times in the last century. All the major mercenary groups have offices in the Hito planetary system, though the Blue Suns enjoy a home team advantage shipping in cheap logistical supplies from Zoria. Population, 953,000. Capital, none. Largest port is Shoal Prime. Orbital distance, 6.3 AU. Orbital period, 15.8 Earth years. Radius, 24,984 kilometers. Day length, 14.3 Earth hours. Hi, Elaki. How are you today? Good to see you. It's been a little bit since I saw you pop in. Oh.
Launching probe.
Resources here are poor. I'm not launching any more probes. Thanks to advice that I need not do so. Oh, it's freaking tiny. It's minuscule. Things are going well, yeah. I am much more equalized today. Yesterday, I was absolutely just like at the extreme end of the hyper part of the hyper spectrum and was topic to topic, bouncy, all over the place yesterday, where something was mentioned and my brain went there. Today, I'm a little more in my normal range, which doesn't mean that I don't go off on tangents and speak about things that, like, most topics I can get started on and just talk. I do have blocks where, like, my brain will just, my mouth will go and go, and suddenly, I just can't keep up. My brain will freeze because I'm talking about something and then I get to where I need, like, a proper name or something and my brain has not caught up with everything that's going on, and so suddenly just blank. Like, whoops! I don't know what happened! Sorry, frozen. Happens all the time, and so I will go from topic to topic. Usually I can get myself back on track, but oftentimes I can't. And randomness happens all the time. Usually musical randomness, where something will come up and I will hear a song from like a Broadway show in my head, or just a lyric from it. Like, I won't be able to sing the whole song. I will have a lyric that will pop into my head for just about anything. Because when I was in high school and undergrad, I listened to musicals like almost nonstop, which had something to do with the fact that I was going to school for theater at the time. But, okay, sorry, I have digressed, and I should probably focus on the small planet in front of us, because otherwise I will just continue going on, and I didn't mean for that to happen. Anyway, things are doing good. I'm glad things are doing well for you, too. Okay, let's fill that back in. Enter. I have an entry on a planet to read you all, so that we can progress the game just a tiny bit. Each planet I encounter can be described in song. People apologize for going off on tangents and such, but honestly, I don't mind a lot of the time. I mean, that is good to know, Puddle Club. I generally, one of the reasons that I don't let myself do tangents too much on stream is because I want to, I make a concerted effort to make sure that this remains as positive a space as I can. And in my family growing up, the modeled behavior, and so what I'm extremely skilled at, is being extremely critical of things and complaining about them. So oftentimes if I let myself just go, it's gonna shift towards complaining about something, and I don't want to do that, which is why I work really hard to not let myself do that so much on stream. And if I'm focusing on the game, then I can prevent myself from doing that somewhat. But when we used to go and visit my grandfather on my mother's side, and we would sit down and just the family was there and we were chatting, the conversation was always complaints about the jobs that we had. And my grandfather drove for the county, which meant that he drove the snowplow and he drove like the mowers that would mow the sides of the roads, and like, because back when he was a farmer, there was basically he was put out of business by a bad storm season that ruined his entire crop. And so after that, he got a job working for the county, driving the vehicles. But whenever we would go and visit, he would complain about the corporate farming coming in and buying up all the local farms, and the fact that there was a person that lived like a half hour outside of the tiny town where he lived, who had a $2.5 million property with a bunch of luxury vehicles in his 27-car garage, and the people in town had houses that were worth less than $100,000 and were falling down and could barely afford to like make necessary repairs on them. And so it was like constant complaining, and that was what discussion was growing up for me. And so I don't want to veer in that direction. So I work really hard to be positive, but then sometimes I don't know what to say, because the things that pop into my head to say are criticizing things. And so I'm trying to learn how to be better about being able to analyze things while being more positive about doing it. Surely there are no other curmudgeons in this chat. Okay. Viantel. I'm going to read the entry on Viantel, and it's not going to take us 10 minutes to get it done. Though a dwarf planet, Viantel's large amounts of water have led to heavy development by water-cracking industries seeking to turn the planet into hydrogen-oxygen fuel for Starship Thruster. The surface is blanketed with habitation modules, mining equipment, and cracking stations. Since the initial settlement of Ilium in the nearby Tassale system, the radius of Viantel has decreased by 2 kilometers, indicating removal of over 72,000 kilometers. 72. Sorry. I started to say 72,000 kilomic? My brain was trying to combine cubic and kilometers into one word. Sorry. Indicating removal of over 72,000 cubic kilometers of ice. Some groups are concerned that the rate of loss may cause instability in the remaining structure. Population 10,400. Capital none. Largest point is Hylios Station 4. Orbital distance 3 AU. Orbital period 5.2 Earth years. Radius 1,381 kilometers. Day length 28.4 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure trace. Surface temperature minus 150 Celsius. Surface gravity 0.11 G. 72,000 colonics sounds really bad. Oh dear. It says rich. I will take. I wasn't expecting a lot. What do we got? Give me something good. Where's my Ezo? Hey, Ezo! I want the Ezo! Find all the other stuff. Give me Ezo! I will take the iridium. But I really want the Ezo. I will also take the platinum.
Probe launched.
Yeah, yesterday during my stream, we talked a little bit about how
Probe launched.
I had never spoken to anybody about whether I had symptoms of ADHD until I met some people, like adults that I work with, who were diagnosed with it, who were like, yeah,
Launching probe.
are you sure you don't have this? And I've had some conversations with my therapist about it, and at this point, the main obstacle with being diagnosed with such is that as a kid I did well in school.
Probe launched.
Which I did well in school because I didn't study, but I didn't need to study. And I would do my homework assignments the period before they were due and get good marks on them.
Probe away.
And I tested really well. Not because I was focused on stuff or did things, like, I was very distractible and I was just good at hiding it. So, who knows? Imine. Hard because they didn't do the combined character, so I'm not 100% certain. Plus, that AE combined character gets pronounced differently depending on which region of Europe you're in. I'm gonna go with Imine. Imine is a small cratered rock. Its crust contains various light metals, though none in any concentration worth the trouble of mining. While the rest of the Phaia system has seen extensive industrialization, Imine lies fallow. Orbital distance 0.6 AU, orbital period 0.8 Earth years, radius 2,370 kilometers, day length 62.1 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure trace, surface temperature 108 Celsius, surface gravity 0.24 G. Why is this been considered a planet? Is it just because it's slightly larger than the ice ball that we saw that was a dwarf planet? Like, it's a small, insignificant cratered rock. It also says it's not worth mining, but our scanner says rich.
Probe launched.
So we are going to go with what our scanner says and get some of these rich resources. Rich resources.
Probe away. Launching probe.
What do we got? What do we got? Give me something good. Give me something good.
Probe launched.
Oh, here we go. Come on. No whammy. No whammy. They're giving me whammies. I don't know that there's anything worth stopping on. Not in the yellow. There we go.
Launching probe.
I think that's the last one. Alright. One more planet. Zoria. Zoria. Mud, wet, and spores. how Blue Sun's mercenaries characterize the planet that gave birth to their home office. This lush garden world is known for its heavy plant and fungal life, creating spectacular jungle zones over much of its 8 continents. Despite persistent problems with rot and rust, Zoria attracts investors and corporations from all throughout the galaxy, since it has exploited only a fraction of its potential resources. The Blue Suns dominate security contracts on Zoria, so much that residents describe them less like a monopoly and more like a conquering regime. Colony founded 2160, population 148 million. Capital, Tun. Orbital distance 1.8 AU, orbital period 2.4 Earth years, radius 6,247 kilometers, day length 28.4 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 1.22 Earth atmosphere, surface temperature 33 Celsius, and surface gravity 1.0 G. Portico! Thank you. You know what is helpful after a long hour of planetary survey and resource extraction? Hydration, stretching, and posture checks. Sure. Oh, my body is very happy for the stretching. Ooh. And at some point, my body will be very happy if I actually start working out. One thing. There are many things I miss. Hydration. Posture. Thank you, Portico. APR 4.6%. Your planet may be at risk if you do not keep up the mortgage payments. There are many things that I miss about, I don't get to scan this planet. That I miss about when I lived in Minneapolis. I have to take Zaid. Ugh. Fine. Taken Morden too. I'm not surprised that I have to take Zaid. The thing that I think I miss most about when I lived in Minneapolis, not when I lived in Minnesota, but when I lived in Minneapolis, was having a job that I could walk to, but also having transit as an option. So there was a period of time where I would take transit in the morning. I took the light rail from home to downtown in the morning so that I wasn't super sweaty when I got to work. But then I walked home every night, which was like a 2-mile walk from downtown to the outskirts of downtown. And that worked for me. 5 days a week, I walked 2 miles home from work every day. And I lost so much weight during that period. I was doing so good. Then I moved to St. Cloud and had a commute that involved getting up super early, driving a half an hour to the commuter rail station, riding the commuter rail train in to Target Field, and then walking from Target Field to the building that I worked in, which is about a 15-minute walk. Not the same as walking home 2 hours every day, or 2 miles every day. And because my commute went from like a 10-minute light rail train or an hour of walking to a 2-hour mixed media transit each way, I stopped working out at all because I wasn't walking home anymore, and I just didn't have the time. The time that I used to do it was my commute. So sorry, I just distracted myself by talking about that. But I genuinely do miss being able to walk home from work every day and have that be a way that I stayed in better shape. I really do need to get walking again. I used to walk at lunch here. And and I kind of got out of that habit. Did go back in that habit. Seems good. I don't even know what that does. No, I'm not going to use it. Buy anything else for me? Okay. Zaid, I guess I have to look at your weapons out. M15A Vindicator battle rifle. Or option. Total here. A battle rifle favored by assassins and elite mercenaries that fires in highly accurate 5-round bursts and can be pulsed for rapid fire. Deadly at any range and effective against armor, shields, and biotic barriers. Honestly, that seems like probably the right weapon for him. And no choice. He just has the Mantis sniper rifle, a powerful sniper rifle, able to take out most targets in a single shot. Incredibly accurate at long range, but rate of fire is slow, effective against armor, but weaker against shields and biotic barriers. Manufactured by Devlin Industries, the Mantis is primarily used by police and planetary militia groups. The prevalence of kinetic barriers has made this weapon less popular with the military, but it is used more frequently in the Terminus system, where these defenses are less common. We're good as far as the Shuriken pistol, don't have a choice there. Carnifex hand cannon. I remember the Carnifex being one that I liked in Andromeda. And it's the Carnifex or the Predator. Upgrades the Predator. Oh. In my loadout, I have the Eviscerator shotgun. My option. Katana, Eviscerator, or Geth Plasma. Barreled Geth weapon fires miniature but potent cluster rounds of superconducting projectiles. We had that and I didn't like it. I think that's why we went back to the Eviscerator. Shuriken machine pistol is my only option. Carnifex hand cannon. I still have the Singularity Projector, which is hilarious and amazing, and I love it, and I don't think I ever want to change to anything else. I think I like this Singularity Projector. So I think we're good. Why? You just scream African Safari to me? Like... exploitation of local populations, poaching of local wildlife.
Communications. Stay tight and look out for ambushes.
That's what I see when I see Zaid. Early on, your gun options are very limited. Yeah. Well, and it's... so, in Andromeda, I was very, very much, like, biotics forward and less reliance on weapons. In Mass Effect 1, I was all about the sniper rifle.
A shuttle landed near your location. Check it out. Here we go. Keep close.
Uh-huh. There you go. Close. You? You're behind me. So how am I supposed to do? So far in this, I think I don't want the shotgun. I like the pistol. I don't like the machine pistol quite so much. Go for the hand. Also, I'm gonna save before the fighting starts, because I don't know what all I did since the last save. dead bodies.
Shot in the back and left to rot. That's definitely Vito's style. Let's push ahead.
Okay, wait. I need the journal. What the hell are we doing here? Before he was hired by Cerberus, Zaid had taken a mission to go to Zoria and liberate an Eldfell Ashland refinery from the Blue Suns. Once his work there is done, he can dedicate his full attention to the mission. Liberate the workers from the Blue Suns. And the Blue Suns are bad, so, okay, as much as I don't like Zaid, I guess the mission itself is something worth... It's a Pyjack. I almost shot that Pyjack. You get to adopt one? Hi there, Pyjack.
Command to Bravo. Take a position. Likely these people are not runaways.
You need to get out of here. It's gonna be Chris here real soon. So cute. Now there's just Pyjacks everywhere. I really do just want to pet you. Your little scritches.
Report to base. Armed intruders incoming at the southern checkpoint.
Oh, finally, some shootiness.
Making contact.
Gordon, don't get shot.
Sit down.
Ouch. What was that? Whatever it was heat-seeking. Came right at me. Med kit, yes, thank you.
Reinforcements incoming. We got your backs.
Incoming.
I see it. Ouch. EDA. I don't really want a public display of affection, but I'll take it. Okay, so what was everybody's first personal digital assistant? My first personal digital assistant was a Palm Pilot. One of the pre-color Palm Pilots. You never had a PDA?
This is Commander Santiago. If any of you retreat while the intruders are still alive, I'll kill you myself. Now get the hell back out there.
Vito. Sounds like he hasn't changed.
I get the feeling you have a past with this Vito.
I would think a smartphone does count.
Back when we started the Blue Suns. The Suns only got meaner after he staged his little coup 20 years ago. So yeah, we have a past.
I got my first PDA I don't remember exactly which model of Palm Pilot it was. It was one of the last non-color Palm Pilots. And it had a little... It was black plastic case and it would flip up. Like the top of it flipped up. and it had the stylus. And I loved that thing. I remember going to classes, especially like my Greek mythology class, and just playing Breakout the entire time on my Palm Pilot. You contract out work to Alexa and Google now. Motorola Moto's G7. TI-89, yes, that sort of counts. I never really had one of the scientific, I never really utilized a scientific calculator as a PDA, so that's why I'm not counting it for me. I don't remember exactly when I got my Palm Pilot. I know that in 2000, I upgraded my Palm Pilot to a tungsten E2, I think it was, which was one of the color Palm Pilots. And I know that because I was at the University of Iowa in 2000, and I bought that Palm Pilot at the university bookstore at the University of Iowa. And it was a color Palm Pilot. And then I waited for a long time to get a smartphone. It was the second iPhone when I finally got a smartphone, because I wouldn't do the first one because I refused to get it until it could consolidate my phone and my Palm Pilot into one device so that I didn't have to carry two anymore. And it was when they did the public app store with the second version of the iPhone when I felt that they had accomplished that, and I moved on. Although I did root for the Palm smartphone that never actually became a reality. I really, really do still miss having a stylus. That was something that I enjoyed. A physical keyboard and a stylus were nice, but the stylus, I wish I still had. TI-89 is fairly beefy as far as calculators go. Yeah, I think I had a TI-83. And that was the most advanced calculator I had. Sorry. Okay. I have digressed. We were supposed to be listening to Zaid talk about how he founded the Blue Suns.
Why didn't anyone tell me you founded the Blue Suns?
Because it's not common knowledge. Vito wiped me out of the records. He ran the books, I led the men. Worked real well for a while. Then Vito decided to start hiring Batarians. Cheaper labor, he said. Goddamn terrorists, I said.
20 years is a long time to hold a grudge.
A grudge? Vito turned my men against me. He paid 6 of them to restrain me while he put a gun to my head and pulled the trigger. For 20 years I've seen that bastard every time I closed my eyes. Every time I sighted down on a target. Every time I heard a gunshot. Don't you call that a goddamn grudge?
I kind of don't care, because you're...
You survived a gunshot to the head?
Yeah. And
you're awful.
Your ship getting disintegrated. A stubborn enough person can survive just about anything. Rage is a hell of an anesthetic.
If I need to sacrifice anybody the way that we did Ashley, I nominate Zaid.
We'd better get moving.
Side questing across the universe. I don't know what tune you wanted for that, but...
Direct to Southern Axis. All squads mass at the gate.
Too angry to say.
They know we're here.
The question is, have I missed...
Bring it on, you son of a bitch!
Did I miss anything back here? Gonna do a quick run. If I left anything on the ground. Don't think I did. You grumpy yelling at clouds is just practicing survival skills? Sure? not sure I understand, but sure. I know there's a quick save button. I have totally forgotten what it is. Gonna do a regular save. I yell at cloud computers quite often. Mostly because every network drive software was designed for Windows, and at work I use a Mac. But I also have to have access to network drives. Privacy and security documents. I'm sorry, I just, software EULAs piss me the fuck off. They're the reason why I can't use some of the software that I should use at work. But since the EULAs make you agree to terms that are not easily changed, I don't get to use them.
Vito. Don't be stupid, Zaid. I have a whole company of bloodthirsty bastards behind me, ready to kill or be killed.
And it takes about 1.5 years to determine whether I can use them or not.
Actually, take your shot. Give my men a reason to put you down like the mad dog you are. Again.
Aww.
What was that? Gone nearsighted, old friend.
He's shooting the cute bad guy.
You just signed your death warrant, Masani.
What are you doing, Zaid? Okay.
Opening the gate.
We're here to free these people. Why the hell would you blow up the refinery?
I came here to kill Vito Santiago. If you want my help on your mission, you better make damn sure that man dies today.
Stick to the mission, Zaid, or we're gonna have a problem.
I think maybe we already do. I want Vito dead, Shepard, whatever the cost.
Great. Let's go. Is it okay if I let you die with him?
Oh. Thought I was one.
So I can't use software that has a EULA until it goes through legal's review, because technically me using it would be agreeing to their terms on behalf of the Commonwealth of Virginia, which I cannot do because usually the EULAs include arbitration agreements requiring arbitration under another jurisdiction's or under another jurisdiction, and the Commonwealth of Virginia requires that arbitration be done under the auspices of the Commonwealth of Virginia. So oftentimes, unless our legal department can negotiate a change in the EULA, we can't use the software.
To shut them off. The whole place is gonna blow.
No time. Vito's probably halfway to the shuttle docks by now.
You're willing to watch these people die?
Damn right I am. We stop to help these people and Vito gets away. And if he gets away, I'm blaming you.
Like a sovereign state doesn't want to be subject to interference. Kind of, yes. And in some cases, it's... I mean, there have been softwares that it's like, this is the perfect thing, this is the thing, or that we spent money, and it was the required software to make the piece of hardware that we bought function, and now we have a brick that we can't use because the manufacturer was not willing to alter the arbitration clause in their EULA, so we can't install the software, which means we cannot use the hardware. We're saving the
We're
people.
here to free these people. We're going in.
I knew this was a mistake. If we're gonna do this, we'd better get to it.
You actually gonna come with us and not like shoot me in the back? Ooh, plus 17 Paragon points for that. If I liked Zaid more, I totally would have let tons of people die to avenge him. Like, if he was Caden, I would totally have done it. But he's Zaid, and I don't like Zaid. So, no, we're saving the people. I don't care about your revenge plot. Circle. I mean, the problem is that companies release software with terms that are dictated to the consumer, and if you want to use their product, you are required to accede to the terms, and they don't make allowance for you to accept or decline. It's either you accept the terms as we dictate them, or you don't use our product. And when the consumer is a government agency, the government agency is like, no, that is not acceptable to us. But the product manufacturer doesn't care about that. They're like, no, we set up the terms. These are the only terms. If you want to use our stuff, then you have to agree to these terms, and these terms are created to be as favorable to us as they possibly can be, because we've been allowed to run amok and basically walk all over consumers as much as possible by favorable legislation that favors business over the consumer. So even when the consumer is the government that made those rules in the first place, they lose out because they are the consumer in that case rather than the government creating the rule. Because the business gets to dictate the rule. Ouch. Don't know how to get these workers out. Well, and so now, like, we don't have enough lawyers to do the work, and plus the lawyers actually, like, all they can do is send out the communications, and then like the one that really pissed me off was that hardware one where we had been using it before this policy went into effect, where they had to start reviewing all of the software contracts. So it was sort of grandfathered in for a while, but then it had to go under review, and it took them a year and a half.
This might be useful.
After they submitted the information to the manufacturer, before they heard back from the manufacturer saying, no, we're not interested and we're not going to modify our terms. And that was when I was told, well, sorry, you can't use this software. So a year and a half, following upon 7 years of having used the software, a year and a half after we were made to put it under review, we were told we couldn't use it. So it's just ridiculous. But it's the same way, like, everything you install on your computer. When I bought the mouse and it had software that came with it that it needs in order to use, like, that all comes with a software agreement that I have to agree to. Otherwise, I just dropped a bunch of money on something that once it's opened, the retailer is not going to take back. And so you open it up and plug it in and it says, you must install this software. You have to agree to these terms in order to use this software. Oh, you don't agree? Well, sorry, you can't use your hardware that you just bought, but you also can't return it because the retailer won't take it back once it's open. M451 Firestorm acquired. The following squad members are now able to use this weapon. Hooray! I got a new weapon that I apparently have selected automatically? Let's not. Why did you make me... I wanted my black hole gun. Black hole gun, won't you come? Yeah, consumer protection laws kind of suck. Because they are written favorably for the company and not for the consumer, even though they are supposedly consumer protection.
All right.
Taking cover.
Sure. Oh, hi there. Bye there. I definitely like the Karn effects. Servo? $1,000 credits! Weapons locker! Thank you. Yes, me. I don't want the Firestorm, do I? Short-ranged, Firestorm suppresses the regenerative abilities of Vorcha and Krogan. I want the Singularity Projector. Thank you. Consumer protection in much of the US seems to be an oxymoron. Indeed. Contract of adhesion and someone is required to refund you for that kind of... Yeah, I don't know how it is other places. I know everywhere that I've ever been, I have no choice. If I want to use...
Bring me Masani's hand. Get something special in their paycheck.
If I want to use the product, I have to agree to the terms as they present them, and I don't get to make any modifications.
Don't have a chance.
I do think in a lot of cases, like, the retailer would be required to refund if I bought something and the terms were unacceptable. But that's also a headache to try and get them to actually do often. I think they are a little more lenient now with open packages than they used to be, but I don't know.
Never should have come here, Zaid. Did you forget who you were dealing with?
Down you go.
Get ready, Zaid. Here it comes.
Here what comes? Unity? Jeez, Zaid is worthless. Zaid keeps dying. What is going on?
Killed that one. Not difficult.
Oh, yeah.
That fuel tank's coming loose. Shoot it! Bring it down on top of him.
Do what? Where? What are you talking about?
This'll put him down.
No! I died. Yeah, usually the terms of those agreements are very shakily written. I mean, they're written assuming that the consumers are not going to challenge them. But it is difficult for a consumer to actually do it because they'll have to spend money to get a lawyer involved if they need to challenge the terms for some reason. And they have to get a lawyer who knows how to do arbitration because that's usually binding arbitration to those agreements. Don't know what's going on in this room.
One down.
Apparently doing that not useful. What do we got going on? Oh, come on. Shoot him.
Get ready to fight.
Killed that one.
I wish I had ammunition. Give me ammo for the gun that I want to use. The gun that I want to use. Give me the ammo for the gun that I want.
Neutralized.
I'll use what I want to use. I have shot it down. That is what you said to do. I did the thing.
Any armor.
Black hole gun, won't you come? Oh yeah, black hole gun. I like the black hole gun. Wait, whoops. There's no whoops, I'm dead. I'm not dead. Alive again. I'm alive. I live. Yeah. There's too many doors. Which door do I go through? Various industrial bits. I will take those various industrial bits. Thank you very much. Now I'm gonna go check the other side, because if there's various industrial bits there too, I want them as well. Also, save. I should. Ooh, various industrial bits to salvage. Thank you very, very much. More ammunition on the ground. Ooh, Lord Portico, thank you for the 100 bits! I don't know why my alert thingy... Oh, yes, no, it updated! Yes, good! The goal updated! Thank you so much, Lord Portico! That puts us at 2,405 for our 2-month end-of-year cheer goal. And it is quite appreciated. Are there various industrial bits up here too? There are not. What's the purpose of this room? We see a bridge. I will cross the bridge when I get to it. Find that bridge and cross it now. Find that bridge and cross it right now. Sorry. I don't know if any of you have seen Schmigadoon, but it has some good songs. An autosave. That's usually a bad sign.
Not this time, Saeed, you son of a bitch. See you in another 20 years.
And he still gets his revenge, no? Oh, he doesn't. Oh, maybe he does. I don't know. I don't honestly care.
You just cost me 20 years of my life.
Yes!
Ah, son of a bitch!
Oh, God. I so want to say you deserved that. I'm going to.
You started this fire, Zaid. It makes sense that you'll burn in it.
Yeah, screw you. Now come on, get me out of this shithole.
Oh, God.
I'm not sure I need a man like you on my ship.
If you didn't need me, Cerberus wouldn't have paid my fee. I'll do what I was paid to do. Nothing more, nothing less. Now stop screwing around. Let's go.
You put your own goals ahead of the mission. That's not the way this works.
I've survived this long watching my own back. No time to worry about anyone else.
You're part of a team now, Zaid. There's no way we can do this unless we're all working together.
You have a point. I'm not done with Vito. But I can put that behind me long enough to get your mission done.
I hope he broke his leg.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Oh man, he's walking. There's time to tell for that. Not the full dose of painkillers, yeah. Let him suffer a little. Being mean got me a Paragon point, yeah. Mission complete. Eldfell Ashland Refinery on Zoria has been liberated, though the company will have to spend millions to rebuild. Although Vito Santiago escaped, Zaid has accepted Shepard's command and appears focused on the mission. Experience gained 750. Zaid power unlocked. Launches a volatile grenade. Inferno grenade launches a volatile grenade that explodes on impact, sending searing waves of flame in all directions. This fire damage is effective against armor. Zaid, new outfit. Unlocked new outfit for Zaid. M451 Firestorm. New heavy weapon. Short range, the Firestorm suppresses the regenerative capabilities of Vorcha and Krogan. Effective against armor, shields, and biotic barriers. Heavy weapon ammo. Microfusion array. Use the research computer in the Normandy's lab to build this upgrade. Heavy weapon upgrade. Plus 30% heavy weapon ammo capacity. The power cell technology used by heavy weapons is fairly old, but can be improved by rebuilding the core with more modern components. These improvements allow standard power cells to yield more shots per power cell, and allow for more total shots to be fired. Credits. The Eldfell Ashland Corporation funding, 30,000. Credits found, 30,000. Total credits earned, 60,000. Palladium found, 2,000. Incomplete. Yes, more shots for the black hole gun. Black hole gun, won't you come? Wash away the enemy. Black hole gun, won't you come? Won't you come? Sorry. I can't say it without singing Black Hole Sun. I just can't. The Veteran. Zaid's Secrets. M451 Firestorm. The M451 Firestorm flamethrower is a product of human ingenuity, ruthlessness, and industrial espionage. Its origin dates back to the 2160s when human colonists to new planets used flamethrowers to clear vegetation or ice. The fuels performed erratically on planets with extremely cold temperatures and differing air compositions from Earth. Realizing this could be a problem for military units, Systems Alliance intelligence operatives stole the Turian design for the Hieras flamethrower, a battle-tested workhorse that functioned in nearly every environment. The result was the Firestorm, an anti-personnel, anti-armor flame unit that can accept a variety of liquid fuels. The Turian design used low-octane hydrocarbons thickened with a dentra oil, which is taken from large marine mammals similar to Earth's whales. Humans then reverse-engineered a synthetic composite with almost identical properties that could be fabricated from heavy weapon fuel cells using an omnitool. The result is a sticky spray that burns at approximately 1600 degrees Celsius, a less intense fire than plasma weapons but covering a significantly wider target area. Adding to the trauma is the choking smoke produced by the spray, and if the target's armor is breached, the fires quickly consume the oxygen within. The Firestorm may not be the most efficient weapon in the Systems Alliance arsenal, but the sheer ugliness of how it kills ensures it is the most feared. Mercenary. Blue Suns. Full history. Oh, you always heard that the black hole sucked? I like it. Founded in 2160 by the human mercenaries Zaid Masani and Vito Santiago, the Blue Suns were initially a Skillian Verge protection racket. As they expanded in numbers and influence, the two co-founders disagreed vehemently on many issues. Finally, after arguing about whether to recruit the slave-trading Batarians into their ranks, Vito ambushed Zaid and shot him in the head. Believing Zaid dead, Vito took full control of the Blue Suns and hired whatever Batarians he pleased. Soon he had crowned one named Solom Dalsera as titular head of operations. It was a move designed to placate his Batarian investors and draw fire from would-be assassins. It worked on both counts, and the partnership has lasted to this day. Over the decades, the Suns grew into a fearsome combat force spanning dozens of planets in Citadel space, the Verge, and the Terminus systems. Knowing that a good logistical team is key to fielding an army, Vito diversified the Suns, selling arms, training, and supplies as often as taking contracts to crack skulls. Even when the Suns suffered heavy losses, Vito's entrepreneurial enterprise ensured new recruits could replace the old. All that was lost was the truth. Today, only a handful of trusted mercs even know who Vito Santiago is, let alone his old partner Zaid. Oh, you can see the attraction for some. No escaping these black hole puns. Excellent. Excellent. Points. Alright. Let's check for unread messages. No new messages.
I bumped into Zaid recently. Quite the character. Given how much violence and destruction that man's seen, he's surprisingly well.
I suppose you want to cuddle
Still,
with him.
I wouldn't want to be alone with them.
Oh, really?
Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the Elusive Man to help fight the greatest threat known to humanity. How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated, terrified. But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
I think you give too much faith in me. We can definitely fail under my leadership. Joker, cheer me up. I just had to spend time with Zaid.
Commander.
I assume everything is going well up here?
Quiet enough. What the?
Trouble?
No, it's nothing. Son of a... Very funny, Edie. Real original. Stop it.
You did insist on manual control, Mr. Moreau.
I assume everything is going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
I love that they play with each other.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Alright. Head into the armory. We're gonna run around the ship, and then I think it's the time... Find someone to ring.
Commander, can I help you with something?
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Odd couple
Ready?
rom-com.
I'm not big on forcing these talks, Shepard. Let's do this later.
All AI
We'll
like
talk
Edie
later.
will be fine.
Commander.
Yeah. Edie or I mean I don't know. Sam was kind of creepy at point. Spoilers for Andromeda there. M622 Avalanche. Cryo round technology is used to modify standard weapon slugs. A cooling laser collapses the ammunition into Bose-Einstein condensate, a mass of super-cooled subatomic particles capable of snap, freezing, impacted objects. It's an ice gun! It's Mr. Freeze's gun! Research. Mr. Freeze's gun!
Still in its experimental stages, the M622 Avalanche generates a Bose-Einstein condensate within a mass effect bubble, which dissipates on impact, violently spraying the condensate outward and coating the target in a near absolute zero superfluid. The Avalanche is unreliable, at times merely coating its target with ice, defacing exposed skin and freezing armor joints. Such low temperatures cause great damage to electronics like kinetic barrier emitters, which sometimes leads to total systems failure. At the other extreme, the Avalanche freezes flesh and bone, causing massive trauma as blood vessels constrict and frozen blood expands. Occasionally, such iced tissue shatters.
Freeze gun from the when Arnold Schwarzenegger played Mr. Freeze in the Batman movies.
Shepard,
What a cool weapon.
Have you got a minute to talk?
Some other time. About to test new bioweapon. Not on us, of course. Didn't think I had to specify, but Joker got nervous. Anything else?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Some other time. About to test new bioweapon. Not on us, of course. Didn't think I had to specify, but Joker got nervous. Anything else?
I'll let you work.
We'll be here if you need me.
Alright, let's collect crew quarters. Morden is pretty awesome. I like Morden. No one's in the restroom. Amazing. Never anyone in the restroom. Are they having a staring contest? They're having a staring contest. They're not blinking. They're looking directly at one another and they're not speaking. Staring contest. I wonder how long it's gonna last. Into the medbay.
How may I help you, Commander?
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
An awkward date, possibly. Staring contest equals best courtship ritual. I'm not sure I agree with that, but I can see where you're going. I think the best courtship ritual is a game of D&D. Or another TTRPG, but...
Commander, what can I do for you?
You have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot to do, Shepard. Maybe another time.
I'll let you work.
Of course, Commander.
What's to talk? Garrus, you'll talk to me, won't you?
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some calibrations.
I...
Talk to you later, Garrus.
Hayden
I'll
was
be
here,
here if
he
you
would
need
talk
me.
to me. Want to talk to me? Need to find Kaden, and he will talk to me. Calibrations drink. Do you say calibrations a lot? This is probably the one that's gonna have an update. I should wait and do it last. First, we'll come in here and talk to Fitzsimmons.
So, Kenneth, did you know we've got a crazy woman squatting down in the subdeck?
What?
I'm not
She
sure I
touches anything,
like
I'll kill
your
her.
Oh,
language
and the only
there,
thing she wears
Daniel.
from her waist up is tattoos.
Oh, maybe I should go down and welcome her aboard.
And she's a murderer, has biotic powers that could crush you with a blink, hates everyone in Cerberus.
Damn it, girl. Stop toying with me. What can we do for you, Commander?
So,
Carry on.
based
Will
on
do,
the
Commander.
timing of when this game came out and when Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. came out, I really feel like Fitzsimmons had to have been modeled after the two of them. Right? Because this game came out first. And they are Fitzsimmons. I don't know if Fitzsimmons shows up in the comics at all, because I don't know about the comics. But I feel like
Hey,
there had to be some influence there.
Tell me something I don't know about you.
nothing to tell. Why?
I want to know more, and I'm not going away.
I'm here to fight for you. Nothing says we have to be friends, but whatever. Something you don't know, huh? Obvious stuff like what's up with my ink, or something else just as boring. You're not really interested unless it affects you. I've been through all this shit before.
I could be genuine. You have no way of knowing.
I have eyes and I have history. You'll back off as soon as you realize you're not the first, and I'm immune to your help.
I'll bite. What's with the tattoos?
Some are for prisons I've been in. Some are for kills. You know, good ones. Some are for things I've lost. Those aren't your business. They're nobody's business. And some are because, hey, why the fuck not?
Why the fuck not?
You work pretty hard at not letting people get close.
I've been with lots of people. If you're asking about a boyfriend or a girlfriend, no. It's a waste of time and it never works. You let someone get that close, it just means they need a shorter knife.
Oh, wow.
Lonely and alive works just fine, thanks.
You did say lonely.
Seems like you miss it a little more than you want to admit.
Pick every little word apart if you want, but it doesn't change the way the galaxy works. Come on, you've been around.
You're tough, but you can't have survived alone all these years.
I wouldn't be so sure.
When I was starting out, I ran with this girl Manara and her boyfriend.
Except that this was written by people who believe that human connections are required.
Right. They helped me into their bed. And when we finally did take down something big, they helped themselves to my share of the take. I knew where it was heading, and I got them first. Never bothered with friends after that.
They sound like selfish pricks. That doesn't mean they were gonna kill you.
I get feelings. I don't need proof. I did the smart thing. I always do the smart thing if people fuck with me. That's probably something you should remember.
I have to go, but we should do this again.
Wait. My turn with the questions. People usually walk by now. Why are you really asking all these things? You eyeing me up? Because if this is just about sex, maybe you should just fucking say so.
I'm in no hurry. I want to know what makes you tick first.
You don't need to know someone to sleep
I don't want to
with.
sleep with you.
You just have to know where to put it. Okay. Maybe we'll talk later. Maybe not.
I didn't expect that that was going to be a let's further this romance option.
Hey.
Tell me about you, Jack.
I'm done talking. Come back later.
I should go.
Yep.
Yep. Oh dear. So, ultimately, that character was written by people who believe that relationships are required and who are going to give the player the opportunity to slowly wear down those barriers and prove to this person that they need connection with other people and that community is everything that they need, and that's annoying. I know that's where they're going to go with it, where you talk to her enough and those walls will come down and they'll become a valued part of the community or some such. But honestly, given the background that they've related to us, it's more likely that they stay a loner. I mean, they may become a part of the team, but distance. But my guess is that if you work at it hard enough, they become more close, more open, more normal. And I don't want that. I want her to stay standoffish and a loner.
Shepard, I was just waxing goddamn nostalgic. Hell of a mission down there on Zoria. Can't believe Vito got away. 20 years of tracking gone, just like that.
Elaki, I would be very happily surprised if that's the case, if you can't wear them down.
I was shadowing this rookie on an infiltration run to an Eclipse base on Tatus. Good kid, but he had no business handling a rifle. In the shuttle on the way down, he puked in his helmet. We hit some turbulence, and with all the crap sloshing around, he thought he'd been shot in the head. Went back to the Alliance. Here he's a governor now. I should let you go. Talk more later, Shepard.
That's over. It is. I don't expect there's any reason for me to be in here except some good music. Alright. We'll go back down to the CIC.
No messages for you, Commander.
Let's see. Our main missions stop the collectors. We're not getting to that anytime soon. Getting the Master Thief. But we have to go to the Citadel for that. Citadel, the Council. Again, the Citadel. The Warlord. Busan's camp on Corliss. That's possible. The Corliss system. We also have new side quests relating to Project Firewalker. This side quest requires the Citadel. But we can do the Project Firewalker quests first. I think we continue Project Firewalker. And if one of those takes us to the system that we need to go to do the Warlord, then we'll do that as well. But I think next time it's Project Firewalker followed by the Warlord. And once we've exhausted everything we can do side quest wise outside of the Citadel, then we will go to the Citadel. But that's the basic plan of operations there. I'm going to save. There's no good spot for it. No team until Galaxy is saved from side quests! I mean, if they're not going to give me Caden, then yeah, no team. Let's go ahead and see who we're going to raid today. And pop us credits here. So I do want to say a thank you to my subscriber on Coffee. It was not worth it. Also, thank you so much, Lord Portico, for the 100 bits. Thank you everybody who stopped by today and hung out with me while I was playing the game. I'm really enjoying Mass Effect. And it's weird, like, I don't think it was until 2019. I think it was 2019 when I first played my very first shooter, which was Mass Effect Andromeda. And I'm enjoying it quite a lot. I love these games a lot. And I'm so glad that I have started playing them. I'm going to go ahead and look and see who we're going to raid. I said I was going to do that, and then I forgot that I was going to do that, and don't know who we're since, you know, Gax Pack is not currently on, there's not. I think we're gonna go say hi to Trisha today, because yeah, because Trisha's awesome. Looks like she's currently playing It Takes Two. I'm not sure who she's playing with, but let's go ahead and set up that raid. Again, thank you everybody for coming by for the game today. I'm live next tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern for what I'm hoping is the conclusion of American Mickey's Alice. And after the stream tomorrow, we will raid over to Q Times for part 5 of Starjam from the Streampunks. Wednesday, I will have an archives stream related to World AIDS Day. Next Saturday, I continue with Ultima 4. And next Sunday, I will be back for more exploration of space in Mass Effect. Thank you again all so very much. It is a pleasure to stream and hang out with you all at the same time. I hope that you find it interesting and fun. I hope that you come back, and until I see you again, get out there and do some shenanigans.